תשים לעולם, תשים לעולם. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lecho hashalom. אתה הוא מלך אדום, לכו השלום. שלום רב ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. בטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל, בכל לית ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם, תשים לעולם. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon, lecho hashalom. אתה הוא מלך אדום, לכו השלום. שלום רב ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. בטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל, בכל לית ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם, תשים לעולם. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki Ata Hu Melech Adon Lecho HaShalom. Ki Ata Hu Melech Adon Lecho HaShalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. B'tov be'einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'choleinu v'chosha bishlomecha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael.
Try one more time. Shabbat Shalom. Shalom Shabbat. That makes no sense. Okay. I'm going to invite everyone. We're going to begin our service tonight. I hope everybody has our Siddur, which is a Lador Vador Shabbat. And Lador Vador means from generation to generation. And so we begin with Shalom Aleichem, and we have, I think, our sixth graders. They could actually maybe stand from right there, and that way they wouldn't have to worry about it. Okay, so our sixth grade. If you guys could stand where you are, that way, so everybody will be able to hear you and see you, and the cantor will accompany you. As together, by the way, just because they're starting, the rest of us join in as well on Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Elyon, Mimele Malachei Amlach, Kadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem Lishalom, Malachei Ashal, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Amlach, Akadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu Lishalom, Malachei Ashal, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Amlach, Akadosh Baruch Hu. Seichem Lishalom, Malachei Ashal, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Amlach, Akadosh Baruch Hu. We continue our service on page 1 with Lechuna Ranana, Ladonai Naria, Letsuri Sheni. You know what, guys? So everyone can see you. You guys come and stand in front here, okay? There we go. You guys can. There we go. We can lower the mic a little bit. Okay. That one's almost out of battery too. Okay, lechuna ranina. Lechune ranina, lechune ranina, lechune ranina ladonai. Lechune ranina, lechune ranina, lechune ranina ladonai. Naria, naria, litzur yishenu, nikan mapana betoda. Naria, naria, litzur yishenu, bizmiro naria lo. Lechune ranina, lechune ranina, lechune ranina ladonai. Lechune ranina, lechune ranina, lechune ranina ladonai. One more time. Lechune ranina, niranina, lechune ranina ladonai. Lechune ran, lechune, lechune ranina ladonai. Yeah, melagado. 40 שנה כובדור בעומר, עמתו לבב הם, והם לא ידעו דרכי, אשר נשבעתי באפי, אם יבואון אל מנוחתי. שירו לאדוני, שירו שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, שירו לאדוני, שירו שיר חדש, שירו שיר חדש. שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברך הוא שמו, ועשו מיום ליום ישועתו. שירו לאדוני ברך הוא שמו, שירו לאדוני, שירו לאדוני, שירו לאדוני, שירו שיר חדש, שירו שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ. On the same page, Yismechu Hashamayim. Let the heavens be glad, let the earth and all it contains roar in praise. I want to hear some roaring from you guys, okay? Here we go. Yismechu Hashamayim. Yismechu Hashamayim. Yismechu Hashamayim. V'tagel areh. Yismechu Hashamayim. Yismechu Hashamayim. Yismechu Hashamayim. V'tagel areh. Get those hand claps ready. Yiram hayam. Yiram hayam. Yiram hayam. Umelo. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam meumelo. Yismechu Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel areh. Nifnei Adonai kiva, kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpot teva b'tzedek, v'amim b'emunato. Romamu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtakavu lehar kodsho. I want to hear some good keys back to me. All right, you guys, here we go. Romimbu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehakodesho. Romimbu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehakodesho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romimbu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romimbu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehakodesho. Romimbu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lehakodesho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romimbu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romimbu. Okay, you guys go sit for a minute. Okay. Mizmor LeDavid, Psalm 29. Mizmor LeDavid, Avul Adonai B'nai Elim, Avul Adonai Kavod Baoz, Avul Adonai Kivod Shemo, Ishtachavu Adonai Beharat Kodesh, Kol Adonai al Hamayim, El HaKavod Hirim, Adonai Hamayim Rabim, Kol Adonai Bakoa, Kol Adonai Behadar, Kol Adonai Shober Alazim, Vaishaber Adonai et Hazei Havanon, Vayargidem kemo egen Levanon vesirion kemo vein re'emim. Kol Adonai kotzev lavotesh, Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar, Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh, Kol Adonai Yecholel Ayalon, Vayechesov Ye'aron, Uvehechalo Kulo Omer Kavod, Kulo Omer Kavod. Adonai Lamavu Yashav Vayeshev Adonai Melech Leolam, Adonai Os Le'amo Yitein, Adonai Yivarech et Amo V'Shalom. We welcome the Sabbath bride, Lechadodi. You guys want to come up for Lechadodi? Okay, come on. Page 3. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pene Shabbat Kavela. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pene Shabbat Kavela. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pene Shabbat Kavela. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala. Nation Banekabela Shamur v'zachor b'dibur echad Hishmi'anu el hamiuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad L'shem u'tiferet v'litila lechadodi Likrat kala P'nei Shabbat nekabela Lechandodi Likrat kala P'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki mekor haberacha merosh mikedem nesucha so ma'aseh b'makshavatechi ilalela lechadodi Likrat kala P'nei Shabbat nekabela Lechandodi Kala B'nai Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech, ir melucha, kumitzei mitoch ha'afecha, Rab לשבת בעמק הבכה, והוא יחמול עלי, יקם לה לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבה נקבלה, לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבה נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפארתי, ואת אדוני תעריצי, היריש בין פרצי, בני שמחה בנגילה לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבה נקבלה, לך דודי, פני שבה נקבלה. אוי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי,
לקראת קלה,
פני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
We're seated as we continue on the top of page 4 with the song for the Sabbath day.
טוב, טוב, טוב להודות, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר, ולזמר, ולזמר לשמך עליון. טוב, טוב, טוב להודות, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר, ולזמר, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, באמונתך בלילות, עלי אסור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בכינור. טוב, טוב, טוב להודות, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר, ולזמר, ולזמר לשמך עליון. טוב, טוב, טוב להודות, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר, ולזמר, ולזמר לשמך עליון. Okay, guys, you can sit for a second, okay?
So with the Kabbalat Shabbat, which we add on Friday nights because it's a means of entering the Sabbath, the special spirit of Shabbat. And Shabbat gives us that opportunity to think about and to reflect upon the week that's passed. Each day is so very precious. So we now, each of us, take our own thoughts, our own private reflections and meditations about what's happened this past week, what's transpired, that which we wish to be thankful for, that which we are happy has passed, as we now each take our own. We each take these moments for our own private reflections and prayers.
אמרפי והגיון ליבי לפניך, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי וגואלי, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי וגואלי.
We rise for Baruch, the invitation to pray in the middle of page 4.
Who?
We have leaders for the bathroom.
We do. Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3. Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach leolam vaed.
You may be seated, and we continue the same page for the first blessing for the Shema.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim b'chokhmah potech she'arim uvibuna meshane itim umachalif hezmanim u'tzedera kochavim b'mishroteim b'rakir kirtzono borei yom v'layla golel mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or umavir yom umevi layla umavdil ben yom uben layla Adonai tzivot shemo El Chai v'kayam, Tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Amari v'aravim.
On page 5, the second blessing before the Shema, and the leaders of the Shema start to get ready. Eternal love, with eternal love you that love the people of Israel. Avat olam.
Ahavat olam beit Yisrael amcha avta Torah mitzvot hukim umishpatim otanu limadeta Al ken Adonai Eloheinu v'shokveinu v'kumenu nasiach bechukecha ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו באורך ימינו באורך ימינו ובהם נגע יומם ולילה יומם ולילה בבדך עד לסימנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושיננת לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לעול על ידיך והיו לתודות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. We continue with Micha Mocha on the next page. Okay, you guys want to do the hand motion one, right? No? We'll do this one. Ya lai 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 la la lai, ya la lai 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 lai, ya lai 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 la la lai, ya la lai 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 lai, ya lai 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 lai, ya la lai 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 lai, ya lai 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 lai, ya la lai 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 lai. Mi chamocha bailim Adonai. Mi kamocha nedar v'kodesh nora teilot o sefele nora teilot Oh, say fele, ya lai 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 la la lai, ya la lai 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 lai, ya lai 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 la la lai, ya la lai 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 lai, ya lai la lai lai lai, ya la lai 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 lai, ya lai la lai lai lai, ya la lai 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 lai. Malchutechara uvanecha, okeyam livnei Moshe, ze'elianu ve'yameru, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed v'ne'emar, ifada Adonai et Yaakov, ugealo mi'ed chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, gal Yisrael.
We ask God to protect us at night with the blessing of Ashkiven.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu lishalom, lishalom. V'hamidenu malkeinu lechaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Amen.
The people of Israel observe the Shabbat, so we rise for Beshamru, bottom of page number 6. All together we're going to sing Beshamru.
Vishamru B'nai Israel et Lasot et Shabbat ledorotam berilam. Vishamru B'nai Israel et Shabbat lasot et ledorotam berilam. Beini uvein B'nai Israel oti leolam. Leolam. B'nai Israel et Shabbat lasot et Shabbat ledorotam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et B'nai Israel Shabbat lasot et Shabbat ledorotam Vishamru B'nai Israel et Shabbat ledorotam
Kaddish, page number 7.
Yitkada v'yitkada shemei Rabbi v'yamad yivrachirute v'yamning malchute v'chaye kon uvyom bechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman karib ve'imeru Amen. Yehi shmeira b'mevora, le'alam lo me'amaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabach, yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yinaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, shemere kudesha. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, tamiram ve'ama, v'imeru. Amen.
Second in Navidad starts on page number 7 and page number 8 as well.
Okay, turn around, face the ark. Al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu. Al kol Yisrael, yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu, al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu, al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu, al kol Yisrael. V'imiru.
Page number 9, we continue with the Kaddish Shalom.
Okay, you guys have a seat for a second. Yikara vikara shemei rabba, yamadi vraknu teva, mingmaku teva, kaikone vimokon mukaire kobeit Israel, baglav zman kari vemeru, amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevora, le'alam la me'amaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabach v'yibar v'yitramah v'yinaseh, v'yidadav v'yidaleh v'yidalal, shemeri kudesha. Leila mi kol birchata v'shirata, tishbechata v'nechemata d'amiram v'yama v'yimeru. Tikabasu t'kol tova t'kol Yisrael, kadam uvoni v'yishmaya v'yimeru. Amen. Yehi shalom araba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen. Oh, say shalom b'imromav, u'ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen.
So the story in the Torah, sometimes, siblings don't get along very well. Sometimes they do get along very well. Some parents are looking at their kids. I am not sure why, but anyway. So let's go and review together how how some stories of the Bible tell us about the siblings. So Adam and Eve had two sons, Cain and Abel. That's the very beginning of the story. And did they get along? No, not really. In fact, Cain, Abel. Okay? I didn't do anything. Then we have the story of many stories, but later we find the story of Abraham. Yes, and he had two sons, Ishmael and Yitzchak. Yes, and Isaac. Did they get along? Not really. And then Isaac had two sons, Jacob and Esau. Did they get along? No. Esau wants to kill Jacob, right? Yeah, they don't get along at all. And then Jacob has 12 boys and 1 girl. Did the boys get along? What happened? They sold one of them, yes? They went to get rid of Joseph. So, that's not very good. So the Torah tells us a story at the end of the book of Genesis that Jacob, who had a favorite son, was Joseph, and he is in Egypt now. Jacob is very old, and he calls all his sons to give them a blessing. Okay? Final blessing. He's getting old, and also Joseph has two sons. Their names are Menashe and Ephraim. Did you hear about their names? Menashe and Ephraim. And who was the oldest? You had 50-50. and you got it wrong. Okay, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's good.
Yeah, so you'll get your money back.
Exactly. Menashe was the oldest. And Jacob was about to bless his grandchildren. And he goes and he wants to put the right arm, because back in the time the right was the stronger arm, on the head of Ephraim, the youngest. And Joseph says, no, don't do that. And the father says, Jacob says, yeah, I'll do it that way. And he puts the hand on top of the head of Ephraim, and the other hand on the top of the head of Menashe. And he blessed both of them. And you know what happened? A miracle. What was the miracle? Ephraim, who was the oldest, wasn't jealous. Yes? He said, oh, my brother got a better blessing. Quote, a better blessing. Because Jacob said that Ephraim was going to be a little bit more fruitful than Menashe. And he did not get jealous. It's the first time in the whole story of the Bible that siblings get along. And guess what? On Friday night, when we bless our children, we bless the girls after our four matriarchs, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah. But our boys, we bless them, Yesimcha, Elohim, Ephraim, Beki, Menashe. You bless the boys with the blessing that Jacob gave to Ephraim and Menashe, because there was no jealousy among the siblings. So the Torah is teaching us in this parsha, the last parsha of the book of Genesis, that there are different ways to relate to people. But always we need to think of the other person as the most important person, not being selfish, like happened back in the first stories of the Torah, but being mindful of maybe I have an older brother, or maybe I have a younger brother, and they may get more or may get less, but we don't care. We are siblings, we're a family. So Jacob blesses all his children, and something very important in the blessing of the children. He tells them the good things that they did and the not so good things that they did. Which is important to mark, because not always when you give a blessing you say always something positive. So Jacob says, okay, I want you to know that you did many good things and some things were not so good. So Jacob was really, really fair. And in this case, the blessing is that we need to recognize the good and the not so good things, but always remembering that we are a family and we want to get together and be together. That's what we do on Friday nights when we spend Shabbat together. And the way to consecrate Shabbat is through the Kiddush, that we do it with wine. Why we do it with wine and not with tomato juice or with orange juice? Yes. Yona, did you say something? No. You want to say something? No. Okay. Why do we use grape juice or wine? Anybody wants to guess why? Because when you drink a little bit of wine, you start to be happy. And happiness happens on Shabbat. So, therefore, we're going to rise for the Kiddush that is on page number 10. You want me to? Okay. I'll be very happy.
As Rabbi Werman is going to lead us in the Kiddush, I just want to say, of course, that as he spoke about the brothers who fought with each other, that never happens today, right? No. And I was just thinking, for example, there's two brothers who probably would have been great for the Bible. Thinking of Harry and William, they're kind of like, right? But we learned from them, the good and the bad, as you said. So, with us joining the Kiddush.
A royal Kiddush. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei hagafen. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher nishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho v'yahava u'beratzon higilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereishit ki hu yom tefillah למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי באנו ברכתה ואותנו ביקשת מכל העמים בשבת קודשך ויהבקורה זו ניחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Let us remain standing as we join together in the Aleinu, the bottom half of the page.
עלינו לשבח, לעבוד הכל, לתת גאולה, ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כאויבי הארצות.
לא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם אלוקינו כהמה, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים. לבני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים עמה, ושכינתו זו בגוב מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אינו לממלכנו, בזולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים עמה, והארץ מתחת נודנו. כן נקבלך אדוני לבזך, כך כתוב
לעולם בעת
ונאמר למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא. יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו Ushemo echad. Okay, guys, have a seat.
Today, tonight, this is the first Shabbat, the first Friday in the month of January. And we have some special things for anyone who has a birthday in the month of January, as well as a special birthday blessing today. So Moshe's going to get some. And if you have a sister, yes, you can come up and get one for yourself. Oh, there you go.
Very important. Your sister's a January birthday?
Yes, yeah, today. Today is her birthday.
What's her name? Amalia. How old is Amalia? How old? 3. Wow, it's really young. So you know what? I have something probably better for her. I'm going to give you something better than this, okay? And your birthday? Wednesday. How old? 12. That's a very warm year. And for you, January 20th. And how old are you going to be? 8. Awesome. What did you choose?
Please come up here and then. The time is here in honor of his sister, so I have his birthday is today. So I just want to say, so you said January 11th, January 20th, then January 6th. So in the month of January, it's the beginning of the new year in the secular calendar. In the Jewish calendar, we have right now the month of Tebet, and it's also going to be part of January, the month of Shabbat. So we have Shabbat, and we celebrate growth and trees and stuff like that. So our prayer for each of you is that you may grow strong and you may be also starting off the year well, so that you set it off for the rest of us. So we're going to ask God's blessing for you. Yivrochecha Adonai v'yishmorecha. The Lord bless you, may He watch over you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yishmorecha. And the Lord let His countenance shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Yisav Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. And the Lord let His countenance lift up His countenance upon you, grant you peace, and we say, Amen. Amen. Mazel tov. Birthday. As our thoughts turn now. As our thoughts turn now to our loved ones who are no longer here, yet still very much a part of our lives. As on this Shabbat, we observe the yard. We know that we observe the yard cycles in the coming week of Eileen Lau, Sonia Rodetti, of Irving Burka, of Ruth Chandler, of Sylvia Court, Faye Director, Samuel Loder, Solomon Heller, Abraham Hirsch, G. Gardner Kahn, Jeffrey Katz, Raymond Lassie, Nathan Legden, Robert Myers, Bruce Miles, Fanny Nussgar, Robert Paris, Hortense Pollock, Arthur Preston, Sidney Ratner, Marilyn Watson, and of Arnold White. And we mourn the recent passing of Michael Barry Jacobson, of Harold Zelt, and of Ronald Harris. Zichronam livracha. May the memories of our loved ones be for a blessing. As we invite those reciting Kaddish to rise, so that we may magnify and sanctify God's holy name, let us pray. Yitgadal, Yitgadash, Shemei Rabba. V'yalam, Tivra, Pirute, V'yamlit, Malchute. coming Sunday night at 7:30, we have this award-winning group. They're from Tufts University. So this is a great thing to bring kids to and adults as well. It's called Sheer Appeal. So it's a Jewish a cappella group, and they always like to have a little pun or something, funny about their name. So does anybody get what's the pun in Sheer Appeal? Who gets it? What's the pun? Shout it out. Sheer means song, exactly. So it's a sheer appeal. Get it? Song appeal. Okay. Appeal is also an element, but I don't think that's what they have. But anyway, so sheer appeal. They're going to be here. Right here on Sunday night at 7:30. So please come. Bring family members. Bring friends. It's going to be great. Also, next Friday night, we won't be in this kind of format. We'll be regular structure. And then afterward, we have a very, very special dinner. In our series Shabbat Dinner With, and we have Dumasani Washington. Dumasani Washington is a Black Baptist preacher from North Carolina. I had him speak to rabbis earlier this year, or in this past year in May. He was unbelievable. So the topic he's going to talk about, when he spoke with rabbis, was about the lie of apartheid in Israel. It was unbelievable. This coming Friday night, which corresponds with Martin Luther King weekend, it's called Why Black Jewish Relationships Are Under Assault and How They Will Prevail. So that's next Friday night. You have to make a reservation. It's an excellent program. Please be sure to do so. And then on Monday of MLK weekend, there's a special concert with John Henry, who was known as the Guitar Man. And I also then wanted to just point out that the following week, on Sunday, January 22nd, David Bernstein, who is a member of our congregation and is the author of a book called Woke Anti-Semitism, How a Progressive Ideology Harms Jews. He'll be speaking here on Sunday morning, January 22nd, and he's excellent as well. And so we have flyers about all of these, and of course everything is always mentioned in our Garrett, which comes out on Wednesdays. It takes, remember what the WQB says, the 60 seconds will give you more, but they said that in WCBS. Anyway, so just take 60 seconds and look at the Garrett to find all this information, and or also on our scroll, our website, etc. And then finally, tomorrow morning is a special Taf Shabbat with Lisa Beige, and that is at 11 o'clock. So lots of wonderful things happening for the day 10. Lisa always come, be a part of it, bring friends, bring yourself, bring others, bring your mishpacha. As we turn now to page 12 for Adon Olam, with which we will conclude our service, page 12. Lots of songs in the back, which we go to. Page 12.
Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Le'en Nasa, Be'efso Kol. Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, Ve'acharei Kiklot HaKol, Levado Yimlok Nora Adon Olam, Ve'hu Haya, Ve'hu Hoveh, Ve'hu Yeh V'tifara Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Le'en Nasa, Be'efso Kol. Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, Ve'hu Echad, Ve'yein Sheni, Lehamshilo Lehachbira, Veli Reshit, Veli Talit, Velo Haos Ve'hamizra, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Le'en Nasa, Be'efso Kol. Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, Ve'hu Eli, Ve'chai Goali, V'tzur Chevli V'yetzara Adon Olam, Ve'hu Nisi, Umanos Li, Menat Kosi Ve'yom Mikra Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Le'en Nasa, Be'efso Kol. Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, ביעדו, אבקיד רוחי, ויתישן ויעירה אדון עולם, ועם רוחי, בביאתי, אדוני לי ולא אירא אדון עולם.
Rise for our closing words of blessing. Just want to mention, by the way, that we will, of course, have something very special treat for our Dor Lador Shabbat, and that is, anybody know what we're serving afterwards?
Yes.
Bim bam, bim bam.
But I also want to mention that the first Friday of each month is when we have Dor Lador. So please, generation to generation, if your child's class is not the one that's leading that service, and also the first Friday of each month is when we have birthday blessings. So we encourage you to bring your children when they have their birthday in that month as well. And so with these words, we conclude our service. Behold, O God, how good it is when brothers and sisters are together. May we have that blessing of family peace, and let us say,
Amen.
Shalom.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבטחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבטחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבטחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבטחים גם יחד. שבת שלום, היי! שבת שלום, היי! שבת, 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 שבת שלום. שבת שלום, היי! שבת שלום, היי! שבת, 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 שבת שלום. שבת, 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 שבת שלום. שבת, 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 שבת שלום. שבת שלום, היי! שבת שלום. שבת, 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 שבת שלום. Shabbat shalom. Okay, Mike. They're out of battery, Michael.